You can tell what's a priority for anybody by looking to see what's a priority in their schedule. See what's on their schedule. It must be represented on their calendar, and it must be represented in the checkbook register. If you show me how and where a person spends their time and their money, I'll show you where their values and priorities are. Look at your calendar, look at your checkbook register. You'll find out really quickly what anybody values. Doesn't matter what they say, it matters what shows up on the calendar, and it shows up in the checkbook register. And so if somebody is dating you and they never make time for you, because the way that real love is spelled is T-I-M-E, particularly for children, it is spelled T-I-M-E. And if there is no time on the schedule for it, and if there's no money that is given to it, I would question the real veracity of the love. The greater the chasm between your daily commitments and your deepest values, the less your life will work and the less happy you feel. That's just the way that it works. That the greater the chasm between your daily commitments and your deepest values, the less your life will work and the less happy you feel. Because this is like watching a movie and then realizing that the audio is not synced with the video. Have you ever seen that before? To watch something and the mouth is moving at a different rate than what the sound is coming out, and it's aggravating to watch that when it's coming back a few minutes, seconds, milliseconds later, and it just throws you off if the audio doesn't match the video. And that's what happens when people state with their mouths, I believe in this and I believe in that, but their audio, what they say, is not lining up with the video of what you see. And one of the greatest witnesses that we can ever be to the world is when our audio lines up with our video, that what they hear and what they see must come in sync. I mean, if you ever have the kind of a situation where your house is run by a breaker box, and when one of your breakers trips, it's real easy to tell which one is tripped, because if you look at it, all of the other ones that are on are in alignment, and the one that is tripped is out of alignment. When you begin to align your audio, what you say, with your video, what others see, that's when the power flows. Whenever there's been a trip in the breaker box, things are out of alignment. So you show me your schedule and your checkbook register, and I'll show you where your priorities and your values are. It's easy. It's really easy to see. But if you say that God is number one in your life, then I'll be able to see evidence of that in your daily itinerary and how you plan time with Him, praying, reading His Word, and by seeing how consistently you give to Him. It's just lining up the audio with the video. I want to give you these 5 elements of the complete life. They're real simple. Your life can't be complete without these 5 things. Number 1, faith. You've got to have faith. There must be a faith of something that connects you with God to lift you above the circumstances of this world, because there's too much in this world to get you down. You've got to have yourself connected to faith. Number 2, family. Family. I didn't say relatives, I said family. There is a huge difference. My daddy said, the Lord gives you family, the devil gives you relatives. Not everybody who is blood connected to you is kindred to you in spirit of your family. Are you listening? So family is this real sense of worth where people are able to, here's how you recognize family. Family accepts your weaknesses. Enemies and relatives expose your weakness. If you got family, they cover your weaknesses. Family, love covers. You got family, they will stand behind you to say, baby, you can overcome this. You're better than this. This is not who you are. There's something in you that is greater than the performance that I see coming from you right now. This is not who you are when you've really got family with you. You've got to have faith. You've got to have family. Number 3, you've got to have friends. that believe in you. A friend, a best friend, is a friend that brings out the best in you. These are people who know you and who understand you, who support you. And they help you. David could not have become king without his friend Jonathan. He needed his friend to even be who he could be. You'd be surprised how many doors are open because of friends. You have to learn how to make friends of individuals because you can't do it all by yourself. You got to have faith, you got to have family, you got to have friends. Nobody has a complete life without faith, family, friends. Number 4, work. I know that's a bad 4-letter word in the minds of some people. But do you know what the word not working means? We call it dysfunction. Dysfunctional means not working. Not working. Something goes bad in us when we don't work. And I'm telling you, the older that you get, when you think that you ought to be resting on your laurels, listen, as your bones get older, you got to work them. And if you don't move your bones, the harder it will be to move them. Anybody in here old enough, just so you can let them say, Pastor is not exaggerating about this, old enough to be able to wave your hand and say, you know, that he is telling the truth on that? You know, if you, because the more you sit down, the more immobile that you are, the harder it is to move. But the more you move, the easier it is to move. If you want to keep moving, you got to keep moving. So you got to work. You got to work. That's number 4. And then number 5 is the satisfaction of making a difference. It is the satisfaction of making a difference. If you're going to have a complete life, what good is it to have faith and family and friends and work if you feel like I haven't made a difference? You want to make a difference in this life. It's the satisfaction of making a difference. The satisfaction of making a difference. I love this piece that John Oxenham wrote. A little piece called The Way. It simply says that to every man there openeth a way and ways and a way. And the high soul climbs the highway and the low soul gropes the low. And in between on the misty flats the rest drift to and fro. But to every man there openeth a highway and a low. And every man decideth the way his soul shall go. You decide which direction that you're going to go. That's your decision. All change begins with a decision. That's your decision. Every man, every woman decides which way his or her soul shall go. Bow your heads. Nobody walking, please, in reverence to God. Those of you who are in the chapel in the overflow areas today, thank you for choosing to be here. Thank you. And I want you to know that the choice that you make of saying that I don't intend to stay where I am, that choice can change your life today. I'm just asking you to make a choice. Good, right, or indifferent, make a choice. Make a choice. Make a choice. If you want to go to hell, that is your choice. The good news of the gospel is that you don't have to go. Your ticket on the train to glory has already been paid for. Jesus died so you wouldn't have to go to hell, but it's still your choice. You want to serve some other God, that's your choice. But Jesus Christ is the true and living God. I just encourage you today to choose life so that not only you, but you and your children can live. By saying, God, I've got to make a choice for you. I don't want to keep living my life the way that I've been living. I don't just want a good life, I want a great life. I hope that you become dissatisfied with just good so that it pushes you towards something great.
Thank you for watching Power for Living with Bishop Dale C. Bronner. Until next time, God bless you.